How does Dr. Wireman flex his biceps when he's getting yoked in the gym? Could it be excitation-contraction coupling? Excitation-contraction coupling converts action potential in a skeletal muscle fiber to a contraction. The motor neuron travels from the brain through the spinal cord and into the fibers. The motor neuron then spreads throughout the muscle fibers. Nicotinic acetylcholine receptors convert neurotransmitters to membrane electrical depolarization. For this, the end plate potential allows that. Ligand-gated ion channels are then used for synaptic transmission, allowing the action potential to release acetylcholine into the synaptic cleft. That acetylcholine then opens up the sodium ion channels, releasing the sodium. The release of the sodium creates an action potential in the sarcolemma. The action potential travels along the transverse or T-tubule to the triad. A triad consists of one T-tubule and two terminal cisternae. Calcium is released from the terminal cisternae of the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Then the contraction cycle begins, as long as the ATP is available and action potentials are still being produced at the motor end plate. Ryanodine receptors help guard the calcium being stored in the sarcoplasmic reticulum, while dihydropyridine receptors release the calcium. The calcium then travels to the tropomyosin, which is also known as the rope, and it is held together by the troponin, which are the knots of the rope. The ATP, which is the energy that is needed for muscle contraction, is converted to ADP and PI, which is responsible for the calcium mobilization. The tropomyosin, or also known as the rope, is on the thin filaments, also known as the actin. The myosin heads, or golf club heads, so they look like, are part of the thick filaments, also known as myosin, grab onto the active sites of the actin, forming a cross bridge between thick and thin filaments. This compresses the sarcomere, bringing the muscle fiber closer together, causing a muscle contraction. This allows for a nice little flex.